Hello, I'm Atubo George. Now, this is getting exciting the more we talk about it. Now, today is day 4, and we've been talking on the Lord's Prayer. Praise God. Now, if you've not been watching this, just go search for the other videos. You need to start from day 1. Praise God. Now, look at this. He says, Matthew chapter 6 from verse 9. Let me just run down again. In this manner, therefore, pray. Jesus commanded us to pray like this. It's not a prayer it's not a religious prayer. No, it's not. It's a powerful prayer. Praise God. Hear me. He says, Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It says, as it is written in heaven. Praise God. Then it says, give us this day our daily bread. That's what we talked about yesterday. And listen, I almost exploded yesterday. Praise God. Hear me. Now then, verse 12. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Now, why would Jesus say this? He said, no, pray. He said, Father, forgive us our debts, as we forgive. In other words, forgive us our trespasses. That's how, I think, Old King James used the word our trespasses. In other words, our shortcomings, the mistakes we make. Then it says, as we forgive those. See, as we forgive those who trespass against us, or as we forgive our debtors. Now, notice, Jesus was saying, and this is very powerful, is Jesus saying, if we don't forgive, God too will not forgive us. No, that's not what Jesus is saying. You need to understand this. Now, you see, because for God not to forgive you, then he himself will be walking in sin. But why did Jesus tie our receiving forgiveness from the Father with us forgiving others? It's a very simple principle. The way you relate with others is the same way you relate with God. If you cannot forgive people, it will be difficult. Now, the truth is, the reason you cannot forgive people is because you have a problem receiving forgiveness yourself. That's the truth. Now, when you easily forgive people, it will be so easy for you to receive forgiveness from God. Now, you know why? Because in your own estimation, you cannot be more righteous than God. So if people hurt you, if people do things against you, and you can easily it's okay, I can't hold it against you, I don't have that time. Then now you think that maybe God is holding this thing against me. Do you know what you're actually saying? Like you're saying, it's like I've become more righteous than God. What I cannot hold against, God is holding it against. No. The reason it is difficult for you to receive forgiveness from God, now I said receive. See, it's not about God giving, and that's the problem many times. It's not about the giver, it's about the receiver. And there are lots of people like that. They don't know how to receive. Now, the reason they don't know how to receive is because they don't know how to give. There are people like that. Hard for them to receive money. And the reason it's hard for them to receive money is because it's hard for them to give. Yes. Now, when you are a good giver, every day of your life, because see, you're giving you're giving with understanding. That's what I mean. Now, people can be giving out money. It doesn't mean they are givers. See, it doesn't mean they are giving according to the will of God. Hey, what is my own? I'll just sinner. You can be giving and you're complaining. Can you imagine? Every time it's me, they will call. Everything. What will I do now? I have to give them. That's how my money is to finish. You're not a giver. There are people are taking from you. You are not giving. To be a giver, you need to understand the revelation that Jesus said, give, and it shall be given unto you. So in your heart, as you're releasing, so this money is about to finish. Oh, but I know it will be given unto me. Now I say that mindset is what opens the door for you to receive. And because that mindset is at work in you, when anyone is sent to you, you will be quick to understand and you will receive easily. See, but when that mindset is not working in you, you will have a problem. Someone will say, no, so somebody wants to give you something. And say, no, before tomorrow now, he will say that he's the one that helped me. I don't want to. You have a problem receiving. So what about Abraham? Abraham, because God commanded him. You see, Abraham was a good receiver. But for that particular situation, God commanded him, Abraham, don't take even a shoelace from the kingdom. That's why Abraham said, I have sworn before God that I will not. You see, he had to swear. God had to make Abraham, don't collect. Okay, yes, I will not collect. Abraham, come here. Raise your hand. Okay, swear before me. Swear? Yes, swear. See, because God really didn't want Abraham to collect. Now, that's the same thing. There are people God will command you, don't receive anything from that person. But as for receiving, it's in your heart. It's the same thing about forgiveness. The same measure you forgive others is the same measure of forgiveness that you receive from the Lord. So if it is difficult for you to forgive others, then you will have a problem receiving forgiveness from God, even if God has forgiven you. Now listen, the forgiveness of God has never been the problem. It's the condemnation that works in your heart that has always been the problem. So when you don't receive forgiveness from God, condemnation will still be in your heart, and that condemnation is what's going to drive your life. That's what's going to drive you to more iniquity and more sin. But when you know forgiveness is a lifestyle, I can't hold anything against anyone. Yes, people will hurt you, but you know what? I don't have space to hold those things against them. Now, it's the same thing. You go, Father, I don't know, I think I've done something wrong, but I believe I receive forgiveness from you. Amen. And you just go on with your life, because the truth is, as for God, he will always forgive you. Praise God. And now, when you easily give forgiveness, you will easily receive forgiveness. That's what I'm talking about. That's why Jesus said, we should pray like this. Forgive us our debts as we forgive those who are debtors to us. Praise God. Listen. If you're holding anything against anyone, doesn't matter how long, free that person now. It's for your own good. Because there's a character you're building, and it's the same character you will release towards God. And that's not right. So forgive, free them, and see how great God's going to bless you today. Step out today, having no one in your heart, and enjoy the blessing of God. Till tomorrow, God bless you. Bye-bye.